Audrey Hepburn's lasting measure by the early 1990s. Audrey Hepburn's star shone in a different firmament. The glamorous actress of Breakfast at Tiffany's had gracefully retired from the screen and was now a dedicated Goodwill Ambassador for UNICEF. On a field mission to Somalia during a horrific famine, she was taken to a makeshift feeding center. The air was thick with dust and despair. She saw a small, emaciated boy, barely more than a skeleton, standing silently in a line, waiting for a bowl of gruel. There were no cameras rolling. This was not a photo op. Hepburn, herself, a survivor of the brutal Dutch famine of World War II, was transported back to her own childhood. She knew the deep, gnawing pain of hunger intimately. She walked over to the boy and knelt in the dust, bringing herself to his eye level. She didn't pick him up or speak. She simply looked into his eyes and gently took his tiny hand in hers. For a long moment, they just looked at each other, a shared, unspoken understanding passing between them. A tear rolled down her cheek, cutting a path through the dust. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated humanity. A staff member moved to intervene, but she waved him away. Later, she would say, "I have been given a privileged life, and I owe a debt to those who are suffering." The anecdote strips away all measures of fame and fortune. It reminds us that the truest measure of a person's life is not the awards on their mantle, but the depth of their empathy and their willingness to kneel in the dirt to share the burden of another's suffering.